G'day everybody, and welcome back for another attempt at seeing how quickly I can get from Mars start to Earth-like landfall with hopefully a much tighter timeline this time. Last time I managed to do it in about 4 hours and 20 minutes, but there were a few mistakes, some lessons that I can learn from it, and I think I should be able to speed that up a fair bit. Now, I also completely made a mess of my live splits in the previous run, so I can't even figure out a way to have them set as a comparator in the software I'm using to time this. So, yeah, I'm hoping today, see if I can do under 3.5 hours, because we know a few things that are going to make this a lot quicker than last time. One is we only need a single jump drive, and we can get to Earthlike. Unless I happen to be on the wrong side of Mars. If I can't see Earth from the side of Mars I'm on, I might need to do a reroll until I do. Because if you start on the wrong side of the planet, you have to do one jump away from Mars and then one jump towards Earth-like, which still should be doable, but it's really not ideal. The other things that I think are going to make a big difference are getting a proper assembler and some speed modules early, and getting at least a pair of basic refineries up early. So yeah, that's probably where it is. Also, I don't know why my bot seems to ignore people. It doesn't make sense. Stupid bot. Ugh. All right, so here we go. Oh. Of course the timer doesn't start. Alright. So, dampen, you cursed thing. So what I need to do first is get one of these down. Because if we get that done, then I get this hacked and rebuilt. I can then build drills. Next thing is to get cargo container. Grab the parts. Aha! For you. Build this. Give me a bit. Give me that. Make it. Now I can make a conveyor junction. And I can also drill conveyor. Let's order up this first. Yeah, that. Order up this. Manufacture that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a conveyor on here. This keeps my lights. And then this should hopefully give me the ability to make the drill from all the parts that are in there. And then I can put a container on the back, which is going to give me more storage, which means I can keep this drill running for longer at the start. Now I need to get 2 of these guys for the large steel tubes. Now I just need to wait for the plate and the construction components to be manufactured. I'm gonna put these on the queue for later. This is already, I think, a much better start, because I feel like I was so disorganized in the first few minutes of my previous attempt. Just need the construction components now. We'll cancel those bits. I'll manufacture some other bits for it. And I'll start ordering up the medium cargo container. So now we have a drill. Am I on the right side of Mars? I don't know. I can see aliens, so possibly not. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll work around that. It'll only be the cost of a couple of minutes, if that. So now we can get a cargo container. And we can start driving while this does the other bits. And we can see if I can start marking the locations of some ores. Oh yeah. I can place the 000 GPS. There we go. Straight down. Exact opposite side of the planet. That is a terrible way to do this. Should I restart? It's only a few minutes. I probably should. I probably should. At least you guys now know what my rough plan is for the start. Because I did do restarts on my more serious runs in my previous attempts to get to Mars from Earth. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do a restart. No. Okay, that's reset. And I also stuffed up the timer stuff. Anyway, thanks X Collector, thank you for the Prime sub, thank you Goldilocks for the Prime sub as well, and then Stardust. Thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. And 360 Starkiller, thank you for 16 months. And Takari for 32 months. And Ratfink for 39 months. And Baby Runner for 6 months. And Silent Phoenix for 22 months. Alright, so load game. Backups. That should be the one. No, you can't reset timer, turn off survival kit, respawn. No, because then you still have your progression unlocks. You definitely can't do that. No, that doesn't work. All right. Have this in focus now. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Production. 1, 2, 1, 2. A couple more of those. And that should get me the bits I need. Quite tricky to do this while flying. Quickly grind this down. Done. Cargo. Now, annoyingly, I kind of need to do this bit before I spend the time on the GPS. I feel like. So let's go. Okay, GPS. New. It's on the wrong side again. Hang on, where does this put me? Quick load. Alright, I'm gonna have to do the GPS to begin with, aren't I? Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is why people say I should have a fixed spawn location. Again? Is it putting me in the same spot? I wonder if it's keeps putting me in the same spot. No, this is with food. The food's what makes it interesting to me. Because otherwise it's the same as the old one. really. I mean, the food and the rover combined makes it quite different to the previous ones. I am actually thinking that this might be exactly the same. Can I? No. Can't get the menu up. Because I think it could be a time of day factor. No, Governor, it doesn't put you in the same place every time. If you respawn from this menu, it should be random every time. There we go. I think this one's good. Because we got Earth just there. Perfect. This'll do. We're doing it. This is real. This is real, people! Okay, get all those bits made. Even if this doesn't end up being quite as quick as I had, a few seconds here won't make a huge difference. Feels like it would, but maybe not. Okay, that's done. Let's get cargo. Now let's get drill and conveyor. Because I have to build that cargo container to get the conveyor on here. Because I can't build the conveyors without having built the cargo first. Oh, that was a mistake. Come on, get the... Oh, I should not have put the drill on. That made that more difficult than it needed to be. There we go. Drill back on. Grind down these bits like I did before. I will get the steel plate out of them, actually, because there's a 4 in there. That's going to save me having to make it from the survival kit. 30 more components. And then we need the medium cargo. How are we doing? Production. Don't need those done. Do need those done. There we go. 2 more. Come on, where's my motor? Okay, cool. Clear you. Medium cargo. Put into production. And let's drive and label some things. Okay, drill on. Alright, so let's head this way. See what we can find. Thanks, Infamous Ronin. Thank you for 13 months. So we have ice. I'm not going to bother with that. Need underground ice. Having an ice boulder is not useful to me. Oh, there we go. Underground ice. It says ice here, / GPS ice. We got iron. Excellent. What else do we have in this deposit? Cobalt, even more excellent, and nickel. Perfect. All right, this is home. All right, so that's going to be where I set up, but I need to check some of the other deposits while I've got daylight and while this container is getting filled. There we go. Production. Queue that up. Alright, let's check some deposits. Because my thinking is, one of the other aspects that I made slower last time was because I didn't have the cargo capacity to keep drilling for long, I settled too quickly. Now I've got cobalt, so I can settle immediately and start building stuff. And then I guess I could try and build a basic assembler. And get a bottle so that I can find stuff with my suit instead of driving around. But I'm still not full on the cargo here, so I've got a bit of time to go and search instead, I think. Because I am producing useful stuff right now. I am doing stuff, 2 things at a time. And the more I move around, the more stuff I will find. Because I need to find gold, and I need to find silver, and perhaps even silicon. Thanks, Tilok. Thank you for 3 years. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm glad you feel like you learned something from my ideas, as well as my explanations. The video I put out last night... Oh, there's magnesium, that's not useful. But that means there could be silicon here, and there is. Slash GPS. SI, MGNI. Alright, we'll scan 2 more deposits, and then I'm heading back to set up a base, because my cargo is getting full. Maybe I'll get lucky and spot gold and silver while I'm out, but I suspect I'm going to be scanning for them later. The important thing is to have found that silicon so I can make the farms. Now the farms this time, I've got an idea of how to approach them that was suggested in the comments of the last video. That should make them a bit safer to just set up without thinking, which is, why didn't I just lay them horizontally, flat on the ground? They will work, and then I can just forget about them. I don't have to worry about trying to get them perfect, aligned east, west, anything like that. It's just slap them on the ground, move on to the next project. More cobalt. Silver! Oh yeah! Cobalt silver. Slash GPS, CO and AG. Yes, yes, yes. So there could be gold beneath that, and I think there probably is. And that'll be a good gold deposit. Because it'll be thicker if it's the deeper one. So yeah, now it's time for me to start making some materials. Start building some steel plate. Although, I don't know how much cargo space I've got for that. Come on, get up the hill. Go up to the iron deposit, please! Well, the other thing I need to start production of is 80 of these. So we're going to need a lot of computers, and they take forever to make in the survival kit. But they're probably not actually the first things I want to get. The first things I need to get are going to be the stuff for the wind turbines, because without the wind turbines I can't really make any power. So we'll grab those because that's going to be a good place to start. Get interior wall. Let's start making this tower. Production. We need 20 of those. We need 24 of those. Let those go for now. Need a couple of those. I've already made a few computers. And something like 20 of those. So let's just get that started. Man, cockatoos are being noisy this morning. They must be close. Another idea that was suggested after last time is using hydrogen engines for power instead of building more wind turbine towers. And I'm intrigued by the possibility that that could work better. Because it feels like it might. It might actually work better as a way to get things going. Because there's so much power output you get from those that I really think it might be quicker. Oh man, that's gonna take forever. But here's what it is. Can't do much about it. What I want to do is actually... maybe I wanted to get the basic assembler up and running first. Refiner actually makes more sense, because then I can stop refining the dirt. At least I have a reference of where the sun's set. Oh, because it's set near the... It did set near Earthlike, you're right. And yeah, there's plenty of ice in the nearby deposits. So, you can certainly get enough. Why is it being weird about... making the stuff first? Oh, okay, I think it might be filling this. So it has to process the dirt, right? Yep. Okay, I think I fixed my problem I was just having by moving that iron into the survival kit. So there's not a lot I can do right now until we get 7 motors and the other bits for that.
Low health.
Ow! That was not a high drop. Okay, come on, come on, come on! This bit feels like the slow bit. Waiting for motors. Waiting for these turbine parts, waiting for the bits. On the old drop, one of the things I was using this time for, where I was kind of just hanging around waiting for stuff to be made, was grinding down the pod, because the pod had so much material on it. But this newer pod just doesn't, so I find myself standing around waiting rather than grinding stuff, but I probably could actually start grinding off these, because even the fused steel plate that I get from this is worthwhile. Like, it should provide me with a bit of saved time placing out basic refineries and the basic assembler. Okay, production, yep. We're getting that. 1 turbine up. Grab those interior plate out. Nope, too many. Dang it. Just need girders and construction components. Construction components. And I've got steel plate on me, so let's go. Basic assembler. Basic refinery, 1, 2. I'll try and put a cargo container in there, but in between those as soon as I can. Those. Come on, come on, come on. Just need the construction components now. Yeah, Volpine, it's unusual. It seems odd to me that Keen didn't think about providing people both the pod and rover starts. I kind of get it from a new player experience perspective. You don't want to provide so many options that have to be front loaded to make it so that people can figure out what they want to do. But I also am like, well, maybe it would help because it would give people options. But yeah, I can kind of see it from both perspectives. There are downsides to it being something that people have access to from the start. Let's go this first. Okay, so we need motors and then steel plate. Put that down. That's going to get us our first basic refinery. Takara, you are thinking way too many steps ahead there and losing sight of the immediate goal, I think. You start planning out too much, you don't spend time doing things like this, which gets me some steel plate, while the thing is manufacturing some. It's always a balance between planning too far ahead and not leaving yourself enough time to get things done. This is definitely going better than last time. Quite a bit better. So I just need to get that steel plate done and then I can move this stone across. I move... Oh, okay, we're actually low on the iron now. And what I'm thinking with this connector over here is that I can then go and just do a quick little spin around, fill this drill up, park it, and then connect it, and that way I'll deliver a whole lot of stone to this while then I can go off and do some hand mining of some iron. Or alternatively, actually, I can probably just do the hand mining of some iron in a second as soon as I get these steel plate. No, don't make those first. Give me the steel plate. That's the important thing. What else can I grind off? Let's speed this up a bit. Get 5 from here. There we go, done. Yeah, time to drill down to some iron. Yeah, the survival kit will probably just keep doing stone until I get that basic assembler up. And even after then I can probably still do it for a bit. Okay, should be nearly at the iron now. Oh, I went through it. I went through nickel too. I was reading chat. That's a mistake.
Inventory full.
Oh, I'm gonna have to recarve that hole because that's not easy to run out of. One tunnel, 2 ores is good though. You are right. Might even be 1 tunnel, 3 ores because the cobalt should be down there too. In fact, I should go get the cobalt now.
Inventory full.
Should go dig straight down to the cobalt because if I can get a little bit of cobalt refined, then I can make a cargo container. The other thing I need to try and avoid is digging up too much of stuff like cobalt. Because I don't need I need a decent amount of it later, but I don't need a huge amount of it straight away. So if I just pick up like half a suit load, that's probably better. Just enough to get the cargo container and a couple of other bits. I can get the rest of the iron.
Inventory full.
this and clear that path a little bit. There we go. Okay, so get a little bit of cobalt refined. Grab that iron out.
Energy low.
Okay, so we're gonna get the steel plate, and let's see what else we need for the assembler. And I forgot to do the split for the basic refinery. Whoops. That at the end of the queue. That at the end of the queue. Go and recharge, and then go and mine a bunch more stuff. How's my inventory looking here? We got no stone, so let's get the drill on the hotbar. Let's drive around and get some more. Try and fill this up a little bit so it can keep going. I know my suit's recharged now. I'm not sure if collecting with the rover is more useful or if going down and drilling iron is. I'm suspicious I would be better off just going down and drilling another load of iron. I'm going to get more than I can get from the survival kit with this stone. On the other hand though, this might provide me enough silicon to build my algae farms. Yes, Willie Ken, this is a speed run to get from Mars to Earthlike as quick as possible. I did an attempt last week, which was, I mean, for an unplanned run where I didn't have a clear idea of what I was doing, because I'd sort of not had a chance to try it on my own off stream beforehand. I think it went alright. Under 4.5 hours. Solid. But I think I can knock an hour off that. Which is a lot when it's still only 4 hours to begin with. The main reason I'm thinking the stone here is useful is that it's something that the survival kit can do that doubles up on the time. Thus giving me a more production at the same time as the refinery is running, but yeah, I think I'm probably better off just stopping now. See if I've got the bits. How are we going? No, we're getting there. Let's go grab some more iron.
Inventory full.
That'll do. Oh, should be there now. Yes! Basic assembler is... Come on! Come on! Done. Sweet. Okay, so now what I want to do is this. The iron at the front. Move these parts across to here. Stop you from making plate. Grab the iron. Iron, silicon, and nickel. Chuck these in here. And now we can make it a cargo container. Now we'll go get more iron. Clang drives are ways to do this faster. And
Inventory full.
I know that for certain. I know I could, based on having been shown by someone them doing this with a clang drive in the opposite direction, you can 100% do this with a clang drive faster. You can do it in under an hour. Knowing that means that I don't want to do it that way because I know it's faster. I know it. There's no question, no doubt, no uncertainty. It's an absolute. So it's like, well, there's no point. There's nothing interesting in that to me. When there's doubt, when there's uncertainty, that's where the interest is. I feel like it's going quite well this morning. This is definitely going better. So next up, let's get these wind turbines. And then we'll get a battery. Let's grab some more. Grab a little bit of nickel too.
Inventory full.
Cool. That works. Oh, I just put it in the totally wrong thing. What am I doing? Okay. Let's get some more bits out. What is a clang drive? The simplest clang drive, it's basically abusing physics weirdnesses in order to provide propulsion. So the simplest one is a piston shoving into a door. And with that, you can get, if you also abuse subgrid speed limits as opposed to regular grid speed limits, you can get something up to over 1,000 meters a second in vanilla. I showed it off in my economy only series. I showed off how to do that. Yep, there's a dust storm. Would have been great to have had my battery up and running by now, but getting the battery components built right now is going to create a fair bit of delay to everything else. So I'm going to get that second refinery up, and then straight after that I'm going for a proper assembler, I think. We've almost got all the bits, so let's get another load of iron. So that I'm not standing around contemplating things. Because that is always a bit of things where you're like, oh, I could have used that time better.
Inventory full.
I was just standing there, just staring at a production queue. Connecting the rover to the tower takes more time than I think it's worth. I placed those connectors, but to be honest, I'm not sure I'm ever going to use them. I don't know that I'm going to bother. There we go. Now, let's get a battery. Then we'll go... Place it here. Let's just check on what materials I've got and if I need to get some more. We've got nickel. Cobalt's being refined right now. We've got... Oh, yeah, not a lot of nickel. Alright, I might mine some nickel directly. And specifically. Debris has hit me. Yes, if staring at production queue, then do something else. Not necessarily mine, just do something else. Do anything that might provide useful value. Usually it's mining, because if I can hand mine enough iron while waiting for these things to get done, then I reduce my reliance on getting a mining ship up as quickly. And I can get the refinery done quicker, which is going to be helpful. Okay. Battery is almost halfway done. Upgrade hand drill. Yeah. Could do that. Mightn't be a bad idea. Upgrade hand drill and welder. Don't care about the grinder, but hand grill and welder. Hand grill? Yeah, hand grill. Why not? Hand drill and welder are both useful. don't want to give over my tools first. The other advantage of getting a battery up early is that it'll get more charge in it, which means I can steal that charge to put into a mining ship, but also I can use that charge for the, what's it missing? Oh, nickel. Okay.
Meteor storm inbound.
Get the nickel done, please. Oh, of course I'm low on nickel. Power cells. Yeah. Yes, gotta watch out for that debris. Okay, so power cells just tend to go now. I put this battery out in such a weird location because that's going to be the battery of my ship. So I thought, let's just start building it straight away. Start slapping all the bits down for it. The next thing I do need to do though, because I need to make sure that I make enough food during the next daylight cycle, is I need to get down the algae farms after this next refinery. And I want the 2 refineries because nickel and cobalt take so long to refine, and I want to not have to worry about the rate at which stuff's being refined. Okay, battery done. Next, it's this. Let's just check if there are any materials in here. Let's grab all this out. Oops, that didn't do what I wanted to do. Press the wrong button. Okay, the next one's coming up. More iron! So much iron is needed for the large refinery that I figure there's not really gonna be too much that I can mine. I'm not wasting this time.
Inventory full.
Okay, get another load because it's still producing. I might really want to get that proper assembler up. The parts are super slow to come out. Yes,
Inventory
I
full.
did start over a couple of times. I started on the wrong side of the planet and was like, if I'm doing really, really well, it's going to annoy me that I didn't restart. And I didn't really think of a situation where it would annoy me that I had restarted. Black Sheep, this is standard settings. I wouldn't want to do this on realistic. You would definitely have time twiddling your thumbs if you did this on realistic. I just used default settings for this. Alright, production. Let's make 80 of those, 10 of those. Let's get a proper assembler up. Which I reckon I can just shove out here. Cool. More stuff. Yeah, I thought about the speedrun with radiation as well and came to the same conclusion that it mostly... I feel like part of the fun of trying to do these things quickly is making the decision as to what to do next. And if it's too slow, like if the whole process is just, say it's a 12-hour run, then you're not having to make those decisions quickly. You're just waiting. You've got so much time to make decisions that I think it takes away some of the challenge. So that's why I kind of feel like you gotta have things set to a point where it's a bit of a marathon, because you're going, like, this is 3.5, 4 hours of keeping on target, keeping on goal, but it's not an ultra marathon where you're going to end up hurting yourself or just honestly slowing down for a bit. But yes, also realistic is painfully slow for a stream.
Inventory
That is
full.
edited content territory. I mean, heck, I didn't even do realistic for Survival Impossible. I've played realistic a few times. I played it back when cargo containers weren't by default realistic. Because I wanted that. And you didn't have individual tweaks.
Inventory full.
So I was glad when Keen made realistic the default inventory for grids. Motors, displays. Yep, being made. Cool. Then we can queue up a few hundred steel plates just so that they'll get ordered up and worked on while I'm thinking of other stuff that I need to do. Thank you, Tenable. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's why one of my thoughts for another series is to just decrease the density of ore so that transporting ore becomes a thing
Full.
and becomes a challenge in and of itself. Like trying to fit enough cargo to make it
Energy
worthwhile. Because that's kind of never really been all that worthwhile. Like, sure, I've done it and made carriers for my miners so that I could have more ore like more storage close to where I was digging. But if you have to fly back and forth carrying massive loads of stuff, your flying miners become less efficient, and thus you're more likely to switch over to having a support carrier like the Goose around to do stuff. Alright, so we have enough stuff. Let's cut this down. Basic and proper assembler is built. I will pick up the new tools because they're in the assembler and I'm about to break it.
Energy critical.
Come on. Ah, not the key I meant to press. Next up is a speed module. Then we'll get onto the algae farms.
No energy.
Come on, that was not nice. Alright, I'm going to take a quick bio break and refill my water bottle. So we'll go that, pause it, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, let's have a think. While I'm still on pause, let's have a think. Where am I up to? I've got 2 basic refineries. I've got a full assembler. And I'm about to start planning for speed modules, because I need to get speed modules onto the assembler just so I'm not waiting for components. What I need next is to lay down some algae farms to make sure that I've got food production for this day-night cycle that's coming, because that's the only one I'm getting. The next day is the only day I'm getting before launch, I hope. Because if I get 2, then I've taken too long. Which is oof. Yeah. So what I should probably do is jump out, go grab a load of silicon, and bring that back to get it refined so I can bake the glass, because I'm going to need the glass. The speed module might actually have to wait until I can get that done. And once I get the algae farms, then I get the big refinery, and then I start... do I get the big refinery first? Yeah, I probably will, because I've managed to mine so much iron that I can get the big refinery and then build the mining ship, rather than the other way around. Alright. Let's resume. Okay, where was the silicon? Silicon is this way. Nope, I have stuff in my inventory. Come on, silicon. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Where are you? There it is. Hopefully a single load of silicon will get me there. Like, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and be efficient with using just the minimum number of bulletproof glass per algae farm, because one of the things I didn't really do that as efficiently as I could have last time either, because it does save you a third of what you need. I'm hoping by drilling deep into this I'll just get silicon and I won't have to sift through too much dirt in my inventory. So that's why I right click until I'm a bit deeper into deposits like this. Yeah, pretty much got there.
Inventory full.
Come on, out of the hole. Back we go. Do the flight style that Capac just can't ever seem to master. Right. Refinery. The silicon in the front of both. Split that across. Okay. What I need first is the conveyors for these. If I do that, and I move the rover, should be able to build like 8 of them off that. Off like this. One off each side, and that'll be horizontal, and that'll work pretty nicely. Yep, this has to include a jump drive. Jump drive is the quickest way to get between the planets. If you slow boated this, it would take a minimum of 5.5 hours or something. It is literally slow boating. It is a lot slower. Okay, production, that's going. We've already got the 1,000 steel plate made. Excellent. Gonna need another 30 of those. And then I'll start queuing up some bulletproof glass after this stuff's made. Yeah, getting the right weather certainly could contribute to how quickly you can get things done because it'll charge up your batteries, but I think the difference there is likely to be small enough that it's not something I'm going to worry about. Oh no, the steel plate was the one I ground down, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. No, I haven't got the steel plate. Wishful thinking.
Inventory full.
Wishful thinking. One thing I do feel is needed on the landing craft that I didn't put on the last one and should be part of the challenge is a mag plate. Mag plate or landing gear because you got to lock to the surface. Locking to the surface has to be part of the process. Because if it's not, I feel like it's weird. If I stand up top now, I should be able to access cargo well. Okay, how are we going? Refineries have got a bit of iron, silicon's going. We've got 11,000 iron. Oh wow, okay, cool. That's actually going really well. Let's go and grab and produce. Now, I'm letting the bulletproof glass get in because I can grind it out once I've got the rest of the parts in these things. Just making sure I didn't have anything else weird in here that I'd produced. No. Get all those other bits made first, please. I don't think I'm lacking for production rate right now. I think what I'm lacking for is just the silicon. And I'm wondering if I have to go across and get another load. I think I might. So I'll go and grab another load now. Although there's a storm. No, I won't. Because if I get hit by... Oh, stop it, I'm taking the risk. Let's do it. Silicon was... this way. I was thinking a storm's a bad time to go because if I get hit by debris, I can't get back and heal myself. So I could die. There are build vision, build info, and clean and vibrant post-processing, which is how I get rid of the vignette effect and the horrible chromatic aberration. Those are the mods.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Come on. I don't miss the old pod. I think that Keen made absolutely the right call with the change to the rover. I'm 100% on Keen's side on this one. I think they did the right thing. They made the right call. I'm gonna need more nickel. I don't know why the iron fails to get pulled by this assembler. It's really obnoxious. The assemblers, I feel like something's changed in the way that they pull materials and they become much less efficient than they used to be.
Inventory full.
There were things about the old pod that, you know, I feel like it's almost Stockholm syndromed into us. The way that they worked. We did it so many times that it became just, oh, that's what you do. I have a second basic refinery already. I have 2 basic refineries, and I have 1 proper assembler. I don't think diverting resources right now from getting the algae farms into getting another basic refinery is the right decision. But I could easily be wrong. I'm guessing as much as anybody else here. But if we don't end up with enough silicon to make the glass in time, which I don't think we're going to have a problem with. Because I can do this. And that's going to get me a lot of the glass that I need. Yeah, in fact, I might even be able to stop making glass at this point. Yep, I can. Let's cancel the rest of the glass. So I just got to grind it out of this one. And a little bit out of that one. And there we go. All 8 will be built. You talk about the old pod. Man, the old pod, that was a different time.
Energy low.
Cool. Done. Algae farm's ready to go. Let's get the big refinery ordered up. In fact, I am going to lay this down because then I have less obstacles to potentially crash my mining ship into. Welder. Make the parts for a welder. Be quicker about it, please. I'm going to recharge while I'm waiting for that. I'm going to go to the refinery first, and then I'm going to go for mining ship straight after. The old pod would have made, yeah, not much of a speed run. At all. Move the silicon across. Let other stuff get processed. Got nickel coming through. I'll go get another load of cobalt because we're going to need that for the jump drive. I might get a couple of loads of this, because I think I need a couple of loads for the jump drive. Thanks, Crassus. Thank you for 4 years. Thank you very much. So, the starter ships that I've played with, which I think is all of them. You started first with the yellow ship in space that had a gravity gen even on it, and looked like it had taken a bit of damage. Then, when we got planets, we had the blue gigantic lander pod that had 2 large Atmo thrusters on it, as well as full refinery, full assembler, because we didn't have basic ones back then. Then we got the survival rework, where we got the smaller Drew Blop pod? Yes, that. The smaller blue drop pod. And that one needed a bit more. That was a big step in the direction of actually giving you a sense of progression. Talking to Aragath about what his goal was with the rover, that was what he was after. He was trying to create a sense of progression so that you had a rover and were mobile, and then you got to build a flyer yourself later on. But giving players the ability to move around from the get-go, I think, was a very good call. It changes the way the start feels so much, starting out with a rover. Starting out with that ability to move your base around and pick your location so you're not tied to wherever you drop. I think changes a lot of things in a good way. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on steel plate. Okay. That means this is not the right call. Okay, so I'm going to turn you off, and I'm going to start building my mining ship. So if I'm waiting on components for that refinery, I should be instead building my mining ship so that I can have that refinery built while I'm out there searching for gold. Move a few things to the end. Alright, so let's get some more iron. Don't really know what else to do with myself right now, which isn't great. Although I suppose I could dig down to that silver. No, I'll do that with the mining ship. And hope that in doing so, the ore detector on the mining ship actually picks up if gold is there. Okay, sun's about to rise. Yeah, I'm building a speed module on this now as well. Get this done, then speed modules next. Just trying to feel the pain points of this production and see which bits are going to change things the most for me. In fact, I can probably just go straight to the speed module now. Where are you? Oh, not there. That doesn't make sense. Put it in the spots where it's not going to get in my way first. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, give me the bits! Okay. Move that to the end again.
Energy low.
This is going much better. Where are we at? We're at less than an hour in. And I've almost got the big refinery built as well. I'll start getting the bits for... I'll start getting algae growing for food in a minute. And slap down some more algae farms if I get to that before the end of the day. Get my health back in case I run into some more debris. There we go. I'm not sure a self-building base would actually be any quicker. Or meaningfully quicker. I'm sure someone could make it so that it was. But for me, in my hands, it's less interesting. So there's that. Like, if I was getting to the point of doing that, I really should be doing something else. Keep moving those back to the end of the queue. Although they are almost finished. So that's great. So, cargo container. Pair of batteries. Sweet. This is going very well. This feels good. So what's gonna bite me in the backside? Willy Ken, that was not a series. That was a one-off stream. That was it. That stream I did on Monday, that was meant to be a one-off stream. That's it. Done. Dusted. Finito. Do I have anything that can blow up? I mean, it's Space Engineers, everything can blow up, right? That's how it works. Yeah, it was good fun. Modular cargo, I don't know, I probably could have done a modular cargo. That would have made sense.
Fuel low.
I don't know why I picked medium. I was stupidly thinking about density of cargo storage, which is irrelevant. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. But it's done now, so fixing it will take longer than just leaving it. I don't think thrusters on the rover would be the right call. Actually, it probably would have, given what I've done to it, but it's very long. This is weird, but I'm doing it. Actually, no, I'm not. It's a bad idea. Come on. Cockpit. Am I going 2 stone ejectors on this one? I think with the less gold that I'm mining, the fact that I'm mining less gold this time, I'm not sure I need to. I think I can probably just have the one big ejector again, because I don't actually need to worry so much. Come on, Atmo thrusters, where are you? I'm not sure about that, but it feels like it could be the case. Yeah, I had to wait a little bit, but overall it wasn't that bad. But once I get the thrusters on, maybe I'll just do it. No, I don't want stone in my miner. Stone in my miner is a terrible thing. Stone in my miner is just bad. It's wasted weight, it's wasted travel time. It's bad. Stone is bad in every way. The thing that I'm not sure about is whether or not I should have built a... whether or not I should have built... Come on, brain. And a hydrogen bottle by now. Because it takes time putting a hydrogen bottle into the storage to then collect it out again, to then make sure it's full and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not sure if it's actually quicker to have one or if it's quicker to just be like, eh. Hey, let's do this. Why not? It's the worst that could happen. Okay, so... triple ejectors. Although I could have possibly done that cheaper by not having the 3 sorters and just had 3 conveyor converters after the sorter, but whatever. We're here now. This has been done. Yeah, it's the bottle taking up suit space that makes me wonder whether it is actually helpful. Because it taking up suit space means every time I went to mine, I would have been mining less. Every time I collect inventory, I would have been collecting less. Versus hop in cockpit, hop out. I don't know. I don't know whether it's... And I don't even know of a good way to test it. And if I'm less bad at hovering with my jetpack and better at standing on things and welding them like I'm doing now, then it probably balances out better. I think with the old tank, before they changed the tanks for the Apex update, I think the old tank absolutely would have been better. No doubt. Oh, actually, I didn't need these ones at the side at all. The connectors connect to each other. Ah, nuts. Well, we can get rid of them, man. And use those components. Alright, now, thrusters. I don't know how many I need. I'm just going to place a bunch. Like this. This is kind of ugly, but I think it'll work. Oh yeah, we are close. I obviously still haven't added the gyroscope, but it's close to a mining ship ready to go. And it's daytime now, so I can find the ore spots more easily, which means I'll find the gold more easily. The Brit? Orbital mechanics? Orbital mechanics. This is space engineers. There's no orbital mechanics. The top speed of the game is too slow for there to be orbital mechanics.
Energy low.
In Space Engineers, your top speed in space is 100 meters per second. Getting nearly 2,000 kilometers at 100 meters per second is slower than using a jump drive. Now let's get some charge and let's eat. No, I don't want the pistol ammo. I want that. How much faster is it to only build things to functional versus completion? Probably a little bit faster. It's more that I'm thinking, like with thrusters, I want to build these to completion because if I knock it and break it, that's going to cost me even more time. So I think the insurance cost is worth it. I think I'm comfortable paying that insurance cost to just make it less likely that I'm going to break something when I bump it. If this was something that I was seriously competitive about and not just competitive with myself, maybe you'd worry on those things. Oh, no. I'm out of nickel. But given it's just competitive with myself, I just have a bar I'd like to clear, and once I clear that bar, I'm like, cool. See you in a few years, speedruns. Okay, get those motors. So then we have a completed ship. Oh no, we don't. Because we still need a gyroscope. That. There we go, gyro done. Got an ore detector. Got the sorter system. Just got to set it up.
Fuel low.
Well, let's quickly name these connectors.
Low. Fuel critical.
So I can find them more easily. Sorter. Whitelist. Stone. Renal. Groups. Toggle on off. Tool blocks. Drill. And... no, not gyro. I want the connector. Switch lock. Batteries. Charge on and off. Alright. Let's go. Now, where was that silver? Over this way. So I've got to get the silver, so I'm going to dig down to the depth of the silver and hope that in doing so, I will reveal that there is gold underneath here. And if not, well, oh well. Then I'll have to go and find the gold somewhere else. Now, looking at the way I laid out these thrusters, would have made more sense to put the forward-back thrusters on the spot where the left-right thrusters are, and the others the other way around. But I didn't see that opportunity when I was building it, so I did it weird. Okay, that's weird. Where'd that stone come from that I just ejected? Because I'm doing terrain clearing. How did I end up with stone in my inventory? Oh, I think I know. It's the stone from when I was hand mining here. Maybe? Was I hand mining here? Did I hand mine here? I didn't think I did. I didn't. Okay, I don't know where that came from then. That's weird. I also still can't see gold, so I think I'm gonna have to search for it. Well, at least we'll have the silver done. Grav Jan to unlock the jump drive, and then for the grav components for the jump drive. So I don't need heaps, I just need a bit. I don't think I would have pulled the stone because, oh no, the sorter might have pulled a little bit. Yeah, you're right. The way I set it up, the sorter would pull a tiny bit of stone. Alright, I think that's enough silver. And I still can't see gold, so I'm not going to just dig down in hope. I'm going to leave. I'm going to deliver this to the base. And then I will go searching for gold. So I'm not sure that anything is more important than that right now, because sure, it's nice to have a big refinery, but the big refinery's purpose is to refine gold and silver.
Fuel critical.
Alright, let's get that welded up. How close is that to being done? Pretty close. Now, have we got any algae at all yet? So I'm assuming no. No. And 23 minutes. Oof. Okay, I might need to make a few more farms just to make sure I can survive. Okay. I'm also going to need to collect some ice, get an O2H2 gen running, do that side of things. But yeah, gotta find that gold now. Am I out of something? Am I out of iron? Yes. Must be. Alright, let's do a quick load of iron with this then. This is going to be quicker than hand mining it. Come on. There we we go. So I'll grab this iron. And then I'll head off and find gold. Oh, it is nice having the rapid ejection of the stone. Look at that. That was great. Yeah, that's totally going to speed up the gold mining once I find the deposit. Though I did also forget to empty the thing. Emptying out the cargo is usually helpful. There we go. Alright, where's the gold? Oh, why does it have to be a storm now? I can't see the deposit markings. Oh, that's really bad. Like, I can't make out the surface markings at all. Guess I'll collect some ice since I can't see anything. Lights wouldn't help me here. You can't make out anything in this. Because I need to see the surface. And I have to be this close to see it. Well, I need ice. I'll get a load of ice, and then I can start making the ice processing stuff. So that's still something that takes time. Yes, it's not as time consuming as the gold, but if I can get the refineries built and get speed modules on them, then maybe I can speed up the gold processing anyway and make up that difference. Oof. This could have gone better. This could have gone a lot better. And we have not made the refinery yet. So let's see what's going on there. What are we waiting on? Large steel tubes and motors. Which means we're still waiting on iron. And as always, it's cobalt getting in the way of progress. Stupid cobalt! Okay, O2H2 gen we need. Once that's made, which it is, so that's the next bit done. Okay, that's done. Now let's get tanks. I'm pretty sure all I need is a single hydrogen tank. I don't need anything more fancy than that. Now, some people have brought up the possibility of taking a jump drive with a small grid ship to make the shipbuilding cheaper. There's a part of me that's like, yeah, absolutely. That makes so much sense. And then there's another part of me that's like, well, the fiddle and faff of making the small grid connected to it, although with just connector, maybe, but you'd have to build more thrusters, so I'm like, oh, I really don't know. I can see how it might work, and I can see how it might slow you down. I can absolutely see how it could go either way.
Low.
There we go.
Fuel critical.
No, this storm doesn't help with algae production either. No. I may need to put down some more farms just to be safe. Neither does me parking my mining ship above my algae farms. The small grid thrusters would probably do okay with a jump drive. You just have to build more of them. I can think of arguments both ways. There's part of me that wants to do it the other way, just like make it with small grid just because I can. Or I could, because then I could just turn my mining ship into it or turn this into the thing that flies away and then just hook up with the connector to the jump drive, be done. But I'm down this path. I'm going to continue this path for now. Do this with Capac and see how much longer it takes. That should allow me to get every direction. Yep.
Health
Oh!
critical.
Oh! Oh! That is low health. That is low health. Holy cow. That was almost real bad. Okay, that should be enough to hopefully not die to something. Because this is also a don't die speedrun. I'm not allowed to die. I need that health back. Has the sandstorm cleared enough that I can go searching for gold yet? Yes. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do now is make another cargo container. Because I need more storage on the base. So I can offload that ice. Done. Alright. Let's go find gold. Gotta spot it, gotta spot it, gotta spot it. Silicon. Ice. Magnesium. Nope. Oh, I need to mark it. Figure that'll do. This small one's gonna be ice. Gold. Nice, that worked out. Dig, 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 dig. So when I go back, as was suggested to me, I feel like the yield modules might still be a good shout, but maybe with how quickly this thing can collect gold, I'll be better off just going full speed modules on that refinery and spamming down some batteries. Because if I go full speed modules on it, that's just shy of 5 refineries speed worth, and I can just do an extra load with my drill ship for the gold, rather than trying to go yields. I was kind of originally thinking I'd go 3 yields, 1 speed as a more efficient way to progress, but now with this drill ship being different, I'm leaning towards just going hard on the speed modules. You wouldn't be able to survive flying just with bottles and your jetpack, flying all the way back to Earthlike, because you would starve to death. You'd also run out of power and die. You'd probably run out of power and die first, actually.
Meteor storm inbound.
It's far enough that you can't do that. It's not an option. Yield do not make power, the more power hungry, no. Yield just increases what you get per each unit of ore you put in. So really, I've got to try and decide whether it's quicker for me to get more gold, or whether it's quicker for me to build more refineries. Because if I could smash down 4 extra refineries and use the first bit of gold to make speed yield modules on them, but then at a certain point I'm starting to make so many superconductors for yield modules that I probably wasted time. Unless I keep track of exactly how many there are, so that I know what I need to get rid of. How many more I need to make for the jump drive. See, I'm torn. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to wait, but man, don't have to wait long. I'm thinking speed. Gold is slow to process. It's not gonna be that slow to mine. Yeah, maybe 2 speed, 2 yield on 2 refineries. Be the way to go. Something like that. Some balance between the two is probably best. But as you can see, this is one of the slow parts. I'm making good time though. There's part of me that's feeling like I need... I'm gonna be even quicker than I thought. But there's something that's gonna bite me. Something's gonna come up unexpected that I hadn't considered. Actually, this mining of gold is quite slow. And there are other things I need to be doing to build. I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is. There's too many variables that I don't have control over. And that I can't be bothered testing thoroughly. Because you could test it, and you could get a bit of an idea. Like, go from this stage of the build, of the run, several times and try each way a few times and see whether it feels better. But I don't want to take anything that seriously. Yeah, I need to get... Now that I've got ice, I can shove down a hydrogen engine when I get back, and that's going to produce a lot of power. So that's going to produce 5 megawatts, which is... I can make 1 engine, which is going to produce as much power as 2 of those wind turbine towers. Yes, the turbine towers do it without me doing anything else, so I'll probably do a little bit of both, but... But I think I ended up with so much fuel at the end of the last run that I wasn't worried, so I can probably afford to run it. Thanks, Jamie Knight. Thank you for the Prime sub. One of the really nice things about games that constantly get updated is that you eventually get to a point where you realize I can't know everything because everything changes. So I've tested a lot of things, Willie, but I have a lot of the testing was done before various things changed. Oh man, how long do I want to stay down here? I think I'm better off heading home now, rather than staying down here to do the full load up. Whoa! Okay, I thought it was clear of that wall, but wasn't. So I need to get this gold started processing. Thanks, Phantom Builders. Thank you for the prime sub. Okay. Get this started, and I think I'll get started on the ship. Get working on the ship before I do the next load. Whoa, 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 whoa. Definitely went light on the lateral thrust. Okay. Turn you off. Now we've got the silver refined, so let's get gold. All gold, all the time. Production. We need... Let's go yield module first. Actually, let's go speed module first. Get a pair of speed modules on this. Rush through that first bit of the gold and then get the yields out of that. Would I consider a first-person only speedrun? I'd more consider first-person only as a thing to do at some point, but not to speedrun, no. I don't want to do varied speedruns. I like the pattern that I've chosen for these, of going between Earthlike and Mars, I chose because I think it's the one that's got the most interest to it. It's got the most things that you need to do that definitely make it quicker to do than to... Like, the interesting path, aside from clang drives, the interesting path is the fastest path. So it's one of those things I thought about properly and went, actually, no, this is the way to do it. I mean, maybe if lots of people started doing it and I was like, oh yeah, alright. This is a bit of fun. I'll keep doing more, but generally speaking, nah. It's probably not something I'm going to do a lot of. Okay. So how are we going for gold? Yeah. All of the gold is currently in there. I'm going to need to do, I think, 4 loads. This is so much quicker. Hey, thanks, Shy Gamer. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you very much. I'm hand welding under the welder because the welder doesn't reach where I'm going. And it's not going to speed things up significantly. It's going to speed things up in a second, though. Because that's refinery 1. Time to get refinery 2. Although, apparently, no, it's not going to speed things up because I don't have access to the cargo where I would need to put it down. So it's underground. Oh no, because I did this refinery the wrong way around. Oh well. Well then, we will just start the production of those bits and let's go get some more gold. Whoa, 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 whoa. I searched for all the gold and I took it all out. What the heck? Oh, because I've still got it on stupid show-only same ship. There we go. Yeah, I could do like I did last time and stuff it between them. Yeah. That would make some sense. Gold is getting done. Gold is getting done. So what do I do when I come back this time? When I come back this time, I think I might have enough gold when I come back this time. I've just got to hope that I have enough food. I'm a little worried I'm going to be low on food. I'm not sure I have enough food. I need to at least make a couple of crisps. Oh, thank you, Oki. Thanks so much for the 5 gift subs as well. Yeah, so I get enough gold here. Actually, the nice thing about mining gold now is when I get back, I'll see if the refinery's finished the current lot of gold. And if it has, then I know I don't need to build the next refinery at all. And building the parts for it is fine because a lot of those parts are going to go into making the ship. So I can start putting that down and getting other bits. I'm probably going to run the batteries dry right now because I forgot to build the engine that I said I was going to build when I got back, which is a problem. It might be a reason to head back now rather than staying where I'm at and continuing to do what I'm doing because I've just put down a 1.5 megawatt user of power by putting those 2 speed modules on. Alongside the 2.8 megawatts of the assembler. But I can spam down batteries to get power out of nowhere, so... or out of minimal effort from the assembler, so I should be okay. As that was my plan on how to charge the jump drive anyway. Just spam batteries out. And I think there's every chance that this will be all the gold I need. Like I don't need any after this one. Because I had 30,000 there-ish. And this will be up to 60. And I think it was 40 something that I needed. Yeah, I only need to live for just a bit over, for a bit over 3 hours, hopefully. That's the goal. So glad I did the multiple ejectors. I'm glad I listened to you guys. The multiple ejectors makes this so much quicker. I was having to sit around wait ages last time. But this is mostly keeping up. Which I think makes a few minutes different per run. Which is totally worth it. That poly guy, I can understand why people would hate mining gold on planets. mining gold on planets is also the prime example of why plunge miners are not as good as pancake miners. Pancake miners so far superior to plunge miners when mining gold on planets. But I kind of like that there's actually a bit of an engineering challenge to it. Like, there's more of an engineering challenge to mining gold on planets than there is in vanilla than there is to mining anything in deep scarce resources or similar mods. So they're the ones where they put the stuff deeper, but they have giant deposits. Having thin spread deposits like this does create some engineering that you have to think around. Kayfa, the 10-hour stream was a one-off stream. That was a celebration of 10 years of content creation with Capac, and it stands alone. There's no direct continuation of that planned in the foreseeable future, but Wasted's over on his Twitch channel has been working on his scissor lift space anchor thing. Space elevator? That's the word I was looking for. To an extent where I think he's probably perfected the design enough that he'd just have to build it if we ended up doing a challenge like that again. Come on. I feel like something's going to be running inefficiently back at the base while I'm doing this. Which makes me wonder whether it'd be worthwhile. Almost certainly wouldn't, but under what conditions it would be worthwhile having an antenna on the base so I can remote back and fix stuff. Get extra production going while I'm out here. Do that sort of thing. How much weight can I carry in this ship? A lot. It's got 5 large flatmos. It can carry plenty. I think it can carry... It should have no troubles carrying a full load. I think that'll do. I think one of the drills is nearly full, so I'm wasting my efforts anyway. Oh, crunch. Did I break it? Nope. There we go. Excellent. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now, if I've got enough algae to make a couple of crisps, I think I'm covered. Alright, so we've got the start of the ship laid out. I need to get a power source, which means either making an engine, which is going to use up my hydrogen that I'm trying to store up for leaving, or just build more batteries. I'm going to lean towards batteries and a wind tower, because I actually think that's better. So let's get production. Which those made. Oh yeah, this can totally make production. Let's go blocks, turbine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Not good. Something like that. I'm not counting, I'm just slapping down blocks. Just aware of how much power I'm using and how much time it's going to take to make the battery components. I think wind turbine parts might be quicker to make. because they are all really quick to produce parts.
Fuel low.
Pretty sure the...
Fuel critical.
Uh-oh. Ow. I'm pretty sure that the, Come on, brain. What am I talking about? If you had an engine and a tank on stockpile, would they produce shared hydrogen or one have priority? The stockpile tank has priority. I am pretty confident of that. There we go, there's an extra 2 megawatts of power input. Okay. Let's get those built. Where's the sun? Oh man. I'm getting no food. If I have any food at all, if I don't have any, I'm screwed. I've got 3, 6. Oh, I've got enough. I got enough. Yep. Oops. Yeah, that's enough to make 5. That should do me. That should keep me alive. So. Oh, battery's dead. Battery is dead. Okay. That's a problem. Need another battery. Need more power! Quickly! Come on! Come on! Give me the bits! There we go. Alright, let's just slap down another battery quickly then. That's actually pretty quick to pull off, getting these batteries spammed out. And then I'm going to focus on building the ship, because that's what I got to do now. Get the ship built, get the jump drive built. Make sure the refinery is refining gold. It's refining silver. That's not what I want. There we are. Turn off the farms? No, I'm gonna leave them on because I'm just not confident on the food thing. I sounded confident, but it's a lie. I'll just make another quick stalk of these guys. They really are so quick to build. Like, this doesn't take that much longer than a battery, but it produces constant power. So I feel like it works out better. Yeah, I need to get a rig along. I'm feeling like I've been going slowly with the gold mining. I need to get moving. I need to get this done quicker. Not moving fast enough. What's going on with the production? Are we out of iron? Yeah, we're out of iron. check out the start of that. And next. Yeah, when night falls, I can turn them off. Absolutely, yeah. I'm hoping I can leave kind of soon. Hey, Pegasus. Yep. Been streaming on Twitch for a while, and I am terrible at promoting it. So that would be why you don't know. I am really bad at letting people know these things. Just bad at promotion in general. It's just not something I'm ever going to be good at. Come on, before hydrogen runs out. Make it, 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 make it. Yes.
Fuel low.
Okay, so that's done. Let's get these built. Start getting some thrusters down and get the gravity generator made. That's my next thing. Grav. I should also probably start... what should I probably do? Or something. I don't know what I was going to say there. Oh, probably go and mine another load of iron with the mining ship. Because iron is a little bit on the low side. Yep. The grav gen is for progression. I have to build a grav gen to be able to build a jump drive. I figure, as nonsensical as progression is, it does add something to these sorts of challenge runs. Even ones where I'm not trying to do things quickly, where I'm just trying to do things, it does add something. It adds an arbitrary annoyance that means you can really mess things up because you weren't thinking ahead, which can be fun. Okay, there we go. Takari, there... Other than maybe building it so I didn't have to build the long conveyor line to where the ship is, I don't think there's anything I can do here to make this more efficient than what I've currently done in terms of layout. Because to build the whole base, as you put it, to go to Earthlike would take so much extra mass. It might mean that the jump drive can't make it there in one go, which would be bad. Be really bad. There we go. Jump drive done. I want those gravity components.
Inventory
So I don't have to make them again. Okay. Let's go. Thrusters. Actually, let's make the jump drive. So I need a down thruster, so let's go and put a couple of blocks there, and then the jump drive. And let's start that getting made. Now, hopefully I've still got enough parts for a welder. Two computers, two construction components. Let's put those at the front of the queue then. I want the jump drive built now because then I've got it charged up. I've already got my hydrogen tank pretty much full. So that's done. So I just need those components made and then to place some thrusters around and a gyroscope and can fly out of here. Let's grab this steel plate so I can lay some things out. Don't think I need 3 thrusters.
Fuel low.
But just in case. I don't want to build too few drop and destroy the whole run as I drop off the base. That'd be bad. Now let's grab the food so I don't accidentally leave without it. Right. So it needs a cockpit. And I need to make some oxygen bottles and refill those rather than bringing a full oxygen supply. So let's get those made early. Nope, it's going to focus on making those for some reason. Nickel. Are we out of nickel? Yes. Okay, let's go mine some by hand. So I don't need much. Yep. Camera and mag plate, thank you. I would have forgotten those, so appreciate it. Yeah, I like having all directions of thrust, just because I do. I know I could theoretically just do one. And it'd work. Okay, so we're getting the power cells before the bottles. Fantastic! But we've got... need another 650 gold. How much gold have we refined? 227. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm going to put this silver behind that gold. So that makes it more likely that the gold is going to be picked up first. By this automagically. Okay, so we got 20,000 gold being refined. We got 222. Maybe that next refinery, but there's so many parts being made for this still. We got 10 of the gravity components. It's getting there. Thruster that way. And then just a cockpit and a gyro. And a camera. So that goes, whoops. That goes there. That goes there. Camera. Goes there. Build that so it doesn't get forgotten.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Yes, this is working. We're at 2 hours. Okay. Okay, come on. I can do this. 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 I think I can beat 3 hours. I think. Alright, we got our bottles. Let's grab those. Let's go grab some ice so I can fill those up. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. This is going to be an ugly, ugly ship. Yep, 100%. I don't need parachutes. That's what the thrusters are for. Parachutes just slow me down. Can land more quickly with thrusters. Thanks, Old Man Raptor. Thank you for 19 months. Thank you very much. Bike style cockpit. They don't have those for large grid. Come on. On to the spot. Okay. Now we should have the oxygen tanks getting filled. Yep, they're full. Good. Next up, let's go Algae. Got another little bit of food. Have I got another... Oh, I've got... That might give me another 2? Because I think I had 2 left in here. Yeah. How slow is it to make that? Oh my gosh, it's slow. Alright. Well, I'm going to pause for a second. Take a quick bio break. Because the next stretch is going to be to the finish line, I think. I'll be back in a little bit. Be right back. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. I did not expect this to go this quickly and this well. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm waiting for the thing that I've forgotten or the thing that I stuff up. But right now, this just feels good. This feels like a really good run. In fact, it feels quicker than the drop pod. By a big margin. I know that there's quite a lot of time in getting from the surface and getting to space, and getting from the space and back to the surface again. There's time there that you can't really cut out. And I can't remember how much that time is, but ooh, if I can get this jump drive built and charged, this is going to be great. Alright, here we go. Back in 3. Oh, I need to do that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what I was gonna do is check out production. Move these to the back end of the queue so I get these thrusters built. And then maybe it'll let me get a few bits and pieces done along the way. But maybe that's not the right way to go. Maybe the jump drive should just be focused on, and I can think about what I need to do to get everything else done. Flying Mans? Yes. Literally the first video that Capac and I ever produced was he and I making a scripted series in Space Engineers, so yes, he does play it. Am I out of iron again? I'm gonna just try and get little bits and pieces of this done and leave the thrusters till last. But I feel like I'm going to be running low on cobalt again, so maybe I want to get another refinery built. The thing I'm not sure about is whether I want to get a big refinery or another basic refinery. Bottles. Let's go chuck those in the cockpit. So I've still got a fair bit of gold to refine. Let's go a big one. Where is the survival kit going? Oh yeah, I probably need to put it on there too. And move it across now, actually. I can stick it somewhere. Okay, we actually don't have too much more to make for that. So these are short on cobalt, are they? Yeah, alright. So cobalt's the next thing that's going to be refined after this iron, which is good. Hopefully that iron will last me a little bit. So it's just getting those metal grids. Pretty much. Might have silicon as well. Nope. Okay, what can I do to speed this up? This isn't working well right now. So that's using up iron. That's waiting on cobalt. I've got 5 of them made. Need 5 more to get this done. Arrgh! Oh, thank you, Oki! Thanks so much for the 1,000 bits. Vegas Spectra. Hey, I'm looking at a bundle of DLCs. DLC's value is entirely personal. I'm not going to tell you what's worth it to you. Space Engineers does go on sale relatively regularly, as do the DLCs. I love having the DLCs because I love doing decorative builds. They've always been worth it to me when I haven't gotten them for free, when I've paid for them myself. So that's always been a thing that made sense to me to do. But each person is going to be different. Everyone's going to be different about that. I don't want to pretend that I can tell someone what they should or should not spend their money on. That, and then 2 speed modules again. Hopefully this is going to get me everything done a lot quicker. So this refinery's currently got that. Don't think I need that to be the only thing it's doing. I'm going to do cobalt here. So I need lots of that cobalt to be refined. Do I have the power for all that? No. I've got 6 megawatts of power input. But what I will do after this is I'll start spamming out batteries, and I'll put the battery on the ship onto recharge. Start filling it up in prep for the come on, brain. No, go to the end. You guys last. Need to get this done first. In prep for the jump drive. So I've got enough power to last until then, I think. What does this battery say? Battery says fully recharged, so yeah, I've got enough power. Come on. Go speed module. So the good thing about the speed modules is that this is effectively close to, oh no, chunks of, is that chunks of ice? Is this hail? This is gonna hurt. Okay. Now we're gonna get the cobalt. So now I need to get 1,000 cobalt. Okay, I need to mine some more cobalt. Knew there was, this is the other shoe. On the foot to drop? Shoe to drop? Whatever it is. This is the thing. Cobalt is the thing that's going to catch me out, I think.
Inventory.
Because it is slow to refine, and you need a surprisingly large amount of it to make gravity components. So we got gold in one refinery. And we got cobalt in the other. I still need another. I've got 80 already out. I can turn that welder back on. How quickly am I getting that cobalt out now? No. Still real slow. Okay, hopefully it's good enough.
Energy.
I could spam basic refineries, yeah, for cobalt. It's probably not a bad plan. Put the proper refinery back onto gold so that I get my gold quickly and just spam out basic refineries.
Inventory full.
Do a whole bunch of them on a whole lot of cobalt. I think that sounds like a good plan. Get as many of these as I can. Thanks, Ashes. Thank you for the 100 bits. So I was thinking about Mars versus Earthlike and why Mars feels quite quick in comparison to my old runs that I'd done. And I think it really comes down to the fact that Mars does have really easy ores to spot. It's so easy to find them, and it's got ice everywhere. So having ice everywhere means that you don't have to go searching for it. You don't have to make sure you've landed near it, because you've always got access to it.
Energy critical.
Obviously not as much as Europa, but it's got it everywhere, and I think that definitely has not always been the case. It's a change they made more recently. Here we got cobalt coming in. Okay, refineries. So gold. Now let's split that. Move 7,000 across. Look, it will not let me. Basic refinery gets cobalt. Okay, they're split evenly, so that'll just run. I don't have to worry about those now. I just need to worry about making basic refineries and putting them full of cobalt.
No energy. Energy low.
All patches everywhere, yeah. Cobalt. Oh, too many. So how are we going production-wise? We've got... Move that to the front. 10 of those to go, 290 of those to go. Need 733 cobalt. I think I'm still going to be... I'm going to be waiting on cobalt. Let's get another one. I haven't really spent that much time charging, so I don't think a charger station would have changed much of anything. If you were a perfectionist, yeah, it probably would, but if you're me, no, probably not. Alright, after this, gonna have to spam some batteries. Now, a refill station is as fast as a med bay. It is faster. Yeah, farms can turn off now. If I starve, well, there's not much I can do about it now. Okay, so cobalt's spread across them. Have I got enough gold? The assembler would have pulled it all? No, it hasn't. So let's chuck that in and see now if it's got enough. We need... Oh, just another 30 gold. I've got enough silver, so don't need to worry about that. 30 gold and the rest is cobalt. And then obviously the cobalt that I need to refine to make the thrusters, because I haven't built the thrusters yet, because I've been focusing on getting the jump drive done so that I can build the thrusters while the jump drive charges, which is also going to be something that I need batteries for. So let's turn this welder back on. So this gets finished as soon as the parts are ready. And those refineries, I think, are probably going to go about as quickly as I can make them. Not sure that another one's going to help, but I'm going to do it anyway. I have turned off the farms. They are all off. Unless I just did turn off showing thing, which I might have. I don't know. I'm not going to check. I think these refineries are still the thing that is needed to make this go quicker. I've already got a tank full of hydrogen. It's already full. Okay, refineries. What are you doing? Cobalt, 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 cobalt. And now these are going to go to cobalt too. Because we've got enough gold. Gold is done. Now I just need the cobalt and we're good. So, a little worried we don't have enough. I'm just going to get one more hand load and put that into the big refineries.
Inventory full.
Go. Refinery. Okay. Wow. I've got enough gold, but I've... Stupid cobalt! Why is it always cobalt? Because not only do I need... Yes, okay, that's done. Let's order up a couple of batteries. Or as was suggested, if I've got enough ice, I could order up a hydrogen. I could pop this on stockpile. And whack down a hydrogen engine. For a bit of extra power input. Without much cost in terms of production. Oh, I don't need those. It's already got it. Jump drive is finished, jump drive is charging. I did make too many gravity components, yeah. Oh yeah, jump drive. Split. Thank you. Okay, hydrogen engine is going to help the situation. This battery goes on recharge. Let's build another battery. Make sure that the jump drive gets maximum inputs. And then gotta get these thrusters done. And then we gotta fly. Fly like the wind, fly, you fools. No, I gotta get the survival kit across as well. Come on. Build things quickly. Build things quickly. Oh, production. Thruster. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Welder goes off. Gyro gets ordered as well. Alright, survival kit. Time to not make an error, because I'm really close. Okay, survival kit goes in there. Just need 5 more steel plate. There we go. Could I flip the... Actually, that's not a bad plan. Move the gyro. Use the welder for it. That's a good idea. Because it is a bit of a pain to weld them up with all the steel plate that they need. Okay, so production. Am I lacking anything? I'm lacking iron.
Low.
Refineries. Iron, move to the front. Okay, let's get another load of iron. And... Oops. Oops. Don't break this on its last trip. I really don't want to break this on its very last trip. Thanks, Aragon. Thank you for the prime sub. Those 2 batteries are empty, so we're going to need some more. Okay, refineries, iron. Let's make sure they're all doing iron first. Okay, that should mean that everything gets produced. How's this looking? Okay, it's just waiting on the steel plate and the motors. Okay, gyro should be done soon. And then I can build these thrusters. Jump drive is 3/4 charged. Will be charged in 6 minutes. Alright, I've got 6 minutes to build everything else. This battery is holding not a lot of power. I need more. I need more power. Alright. Let's do this. Let's get these to the front of the queue. Get a battery made. Alright, just need the power cells. Can I deconstruct the dead batteries? Yeah, I could. That is a good point. I could just make power cells. So let's order up another 80. Move them to the front. I'll break down the other ones and use their parts. So I grind this down completely. And place a new one. Get another 1 megawatt of power. Well, 800 kilowatts. Because you lose 20% in the transfer, and we're short of nickel. Figures. Which is actually a problem, because I need to make a whole bunch of metal grids, and they require nickel. the mining ship draining power? It sort of technically is, but it shouldn't be draining much anymore because it's full. I could let its battery drain back in. I'm just really worried that I'll discover something that I actually need to mine with it. Okay, nickel is coming out. We're gonna have plenty of that very shortly. After this battery, I'm building thrusters. That's just... it's time to just bite the bullet. Hope I've got enough power. Turn you off. And use you as my conveyor access. Come on. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. Jump drive's almost charged. I'm going to check what production is happening right now. Nothing, so go and make me a battery.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Because I'm going to add another battery to this because I'm a little worried how little power there is on the existing battery. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but if I'm not quick enough at turning off the jump drive after it's done its jump, it could become a problem. 1 more thruster to build, and then we're going. Come on, give me the bits. Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Okay. Battery. The cockpit has oxygen bottles in it. That's what it has in it. Okay, battery made. Battery off recharge. And jump drive is charged. So we've got survival kit, cockpit, unwelded mag plate.
Fuel low.
That would be bad.
Fuel critical.
Give me the bits, give me the bits, give me the bits, give me the bits, give me the bits. This is precious seconds. Okay. That should be everything. We have gyro. Let's put this off stockpile. Let's grind this out. And grind that off. And away we go. Not straight into the wind turbine though. Oh, apparently I'm getting to space this way now. Camera is built, it is on the front. Actually, I've got enough fuel, I'm just going to burn. go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I want to stay at the speed limit. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I didn't bring the extra food. Oh dear. Oh, this could be a problem. Do I have enough food to get home? Well, that's gonna add some excitement. I think I've got enough time. I think I've got enough time. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I'm so glad I grabbed that food from the truck when I thought of it earlier. And I was like, I'm gonna forget this. Okay, so now we can put the jump drive on the hotbar. And we can go into the jump drive and set its distance to... What distance am I? 1933 minus 100, so 1833. That's what I want. Somewhere around there. $18.41 seems pretty good. Then we need a camera on view. And... So, the location I have the GPS for is the dead center of Earthlike. Earthlike is 120 kilometers diameter, so 60 kilometer radius towards us, plus 40 kilometers of gravity. So it's 100 kilometers less. And I have to jump to the edge of the gravity well. So what I do, once we get to space, is I use my camera, I line myself up perfectly, and I really massively downpower the gyro, so that I just spam jump until it lets me. So that's why I want the jump slightly longer than the minimum, so I'll get the curvature of the planet and I'll jump as close to the edge of the gravity well as I possibly can. Not a bad plan to add this on-off to the hotbar as well. Good call. Here we go. Let's eat the last of my food. And we can just enjoy the countdown on that as we get to 0.22 gravity. This is an ugly brick. I agree. But at least I did one practical thing, which is the survival kit, the thing you need to be able to reach, will be at ground level. So there's that. It'll survive the landing, definitely. Totally. Absolutely. I have absolutely zero concerns about my ability to land this thing. I've totally never crashed on landing in bad ways before. Nuh-uh. Hasn't happened. So, as soon as we see zero gravity, we're at 0.13. Oh man. I think I'm on track for beating my previous record from Earthlike to Mars, which was just under 3 hours I did that one. And that one felt super frantic. I think I'm on track. Yeah, 38k's up, something like that. 0.1. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and the drill on the front of the rover is possibly the bit that makes the biggest difference. Not having to hand mine speeds things up by an enormous amount. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do a 2-hour push. Cutting 40 minutes off what I did today, well, more than 40 minutes. I'm just excited that if I can get this under 3 hours without crashing. That'll be exciting enough. Okay, 0.07. Come on, come on. 0.06. Yeah, not starving. Yeah. Come on. So close. .05. Looks like it's 40 Ks up, not 38. Okay, here goes, jumping. Let's go. There we go, we're inside the gravity well. That was a good jump. Oh yeah. Down we go. Can we beat 2 hours and 45 minutes? Can I get down there in 5 minutes? I don't know. I think I might. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I've got a lot of lifting thrust for the size of this ship. So I'm gonna have to do this burn super late. Huh. Would it be quicker to try and land on top of the mountains? Because they are that little bit closer. They are a bit closer. No parachute, all thrusters. I don't know that I want to, because I think if I use just gravity to pull me, I get that extra 4 meters per second. And that over the course of, you know, even 60 seconds, that's 240 meters. So over a couple of minutes, that's a kilometer. Just letting myself fall may well be actually quicker. Imagine the splatzy moment if you don't burn early enough. I know, right? I know. But the temptation to try and get this as quick as I possibly can. It's real. It's real. And food is not going to be a problem. I've got enough. Comfortably. I was amazed that I had to build 8 of the algae farms to give myself comfortable food. Because the thing I hadn't mentally prepped for when I started this was the presence of all of the weather events that messed up my food growing. And the fact that I put my mining ship landing on top of the farms, that was daft. Oh, down we go. Down we go. Come on. Come on. What is my altitude? 22 and a half kilometers now. That means I have 220 seconds to go. Which is, oh, it's just beyond 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's gonna be like 2:48 or something. Do I think I could strip 15 minutes off this? Maybe. Probably. You could probably do another run and do it better than this. Whether I will... But... I'm pretty chuffed. This has been a good run. There weren't any terrible disasters. I didn't make any very silly mistakes. You could argue that I should chop off the jump drive because it's heavy and landing with the jump drive means I need to have more thrust. However, I stuck my gyro on the jump drive, so that's not really something I can do. Especially when I don't have any reasonable way to refill my hydrogen in my suit. Yeah, I still don't know about building off the rover and using thrusters off the rover. Because with small grid, you have to build so many extra conveyor blocks. Because that many conveyor blocks is just going to be tricky. Alright, we are 9 kilometers up. We're just over 2 hours 45. Oil, I'm not setting any rules. This is just a thing that I do for my own enjoyment. This isn't something that I'm going to try and convince anyone else to stick to particular rules that I might come up with. I just do my thing, and if you want to do it as well, go nuts. I don't want to be the rule setter. I don't want to be the arbitrator of these things. Nah. Not interested in that. Alright, here goes. Almost there. I gotta be ready to end the time when I hit. Come on. Done. 2 hours, 46, 35. Considering my previous run was 4 hours, 20. That's a big improvement. That's a huge improvement. Like, that's proper enormous. As I hear a toddler being upset in the background. Wow. That's something. I'm pretty chuffed with that. It's ugly, but it works. Yep, 25 food remaining. That's like 20-ish minutes. And yeah. I think that went well. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, on that note, I might actually wrap my stream up early today, as I'm going to be away this weekend and I need to go help get things packed in the car and sort of take Charlie for a walk before she goes to the kennel, that sort of thing. I won't be streaming on Sunday with Shaq, as I'm away, but I will be back on Monday with, I think what's going to happen is Capac and TFE and I are going to be playing some Stationeers on Monday here on Twitch, and then things will be back to normal for a while after that. I will hopefully next week have some news on Survival Impossible. I've been working on it. I just don't want to make any announcements about it until it's actually ready to go. So yeah. And then I've got some new series ideas that I'm hoping to start in the next few weeks. So, there's all that. And plenty of other things to come. And I will complete the prediction in a second. So, have a good one, everyone. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye!